Welcome to the channel. In this video, I want to look a little bit closer at the autograph checklist in 23-24 Prizm to just show you guys, I do not think this is a good product to buy. A lot of times people will buy Prizm, maybe even to hold on to it for the future. I don't think this is the one to do for that. I don't think this is the one to do to open up things. I know there's Wemby's in there. I mean, the 101 Black's already been hit, but there's Wemby cards in there, and those at this moment are doing better than base cards should do. So maybe if you were gonna buy something and rip it, now is the time to do that when there's still this Wemby chase happening. But generally, I think the autograph checklist in 2023-24 Prizm is so garbage. Let's take a look. Oftentimes the main autograph cards that people are kind of chasing are going to be rookies. So let's start off this by just looking at the rookie checklist from 23-24 Prizm basketball, just to see who's missing. Jalen Clark, Derek Lively. Okay, Derek Lively was pretty good. Rayon Rupert, he's on my Portland Trailblazers, G League player. He may never even be an NBA player. Bilal Kulabi is all right. Who do we got? Brandon Pozemski's all right. Kaysen Wallace. Chris Murray, probably not going to really turn into much. Osar Thompson, I like him. He's fun to watch, but I don't think he's ever going to be a hobby darling. Just doesn't have enough offense. Keontae George is pretty decent. Going down this list. Now, there's a few. Amen Thompson there towards the bottom. So there's a few decent, reasonably decent, but you notice there's no Wembanyama, there's no Scoot Henderson, there's no Brandon Miller. Now those are the top 3 picks in the draft. If there was any player, of course Wembanyama is going to be the biggest one. Of course we knew he's not going to be in here. He signed an exclusive autograph deal with Fanatics, so of course he's not going to be in any Panini products. But Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, those are the other 2 guys that I think have the best chance to actually be relevant in the hobby long term. Maybe people don't think that about Scoot Henderson since he had such a bad start to this season, but he still could be, it's possible. Brandon Miller is doing way better than anybody kind of expected him to right off the bat. So, those 3 guys are clearly going to be the top 3 guys from this draft. And really, very rarely is it ever more than 3 rookies who have any relevance in any draft class just about. So those 3 missing from this checklist really mean something. And we can look at the next one here. We'll look back at the rookie signatures, which is a 50 card set. And you can see a lot of the same names. I mean, maybe there's some other ones in there, but if there are some other ones in there, I can't recognize who they are just kind of scrolling through because they're not big enough names. It's missing the same ones. The best player in these ones is what, like a Derek Lively or maybe an Osar Thompson, who are perfectly good players, perfectly good, going to be starting caliber role players on teams. But that's not enough. That's just the rookies. Now, even if we start to look at and these cards are rare to get. Even the common cards here are pretty rare to get. So the fact that, you're most likely going to get a card of a player, that card's going to be worth $2 or $3 for a rare autograph card, and it's going to be worth $2 or $3. That's not a product to buy. Let's look at the vet players. There's a few different checklists to look at with vet players. One is the sensational signatures, but this is a 90 card set. Now keep in mind, the more cards there are in the set, the less likely any one individual card in that set is going to be hit. So when you look through and you see names, like a Shaden Sharp is a good player, but he's not a rookie in this set. You have some, Osar Thompson, who are rookies, so there's still going to be a few rookies in here, but generally these are going to be vet players. And if you look through, you have, an Artist Gilmore, but his autograph cards, even though he's a Hall of Famer, his autograph cards regularly go for $3 or $4. I just sold one for like $4 the other day. Who else do we got in here? We got a few rookies again. We got second-year players like Keegan Murray, but second year of his, so it's not. We got a Luka Doncic. Okay, so there we go. We got a good player. Who else we got in here? We got a Bill Walton, but even though he's a really good Hall of Fame center, his autos don't go that well. Ray Allen probably will sell pretty well. John Morant probably will sell pretty well, even though it's not a rookie or anything. Keontae George again. Patrick Ewing probably do all right. Sheed Wallace won't do much. Bob Dandridge is a Hall of Famer I just sold a numbered out of 25s for $3 in an auction on ComC. So you can see 90 names, and there. Oh, Magic Johnson, there we go. That's nice. Anthony Hardaway. So 90 names, and there's 5 or 6 of them that I think will probably do pretty well. But the likelihood of getting that when this is scattered in with really pretty much no-name players or players whose rookie cards or whose players who autograph cards will sell for less than $5, you're much more likely. If you're lucky enough to get one of these, you're much more likely to get one that's worth just $2 or $3. Let's look at the next set, signatures set. This is also a 50 card set. There's a few in here again, just like the last one. You got a Nikola Jokic as a possibility, but then a lot of cards that aren't going to be worth a whole lot through here. Wow. Robert Parrish. Anthony Edwards, his cards tend to do pretty well, even if they're not his rookie card, if there's autograph. David Thompson, I believe, is a Hall of Famer, but his doesn't have much value. Sengun, Larry Johnson. Very few, 3 or 4 that have much value in this whole set of 50, and the chances of you getting those 3 or 4 are very low. Let's see what else we got. The next is what's called the Penmanship. So this has about 41. Looking through this as well, 41 players in here. What do we got? We got people like Scottie Pippen Jr., Tyrese Martin, Steven Jackson, Ron Harper Jr., Daniel Gafford, Bobby Portis, Dale Ellis, Tim Hardaway Jr. I wouldn't mind. Oh, wait, no, that's junior, not senior. B.J. Armstrong, Bill Laimbeer. Is that going to be the best-selling one in here? Dan Issel's a Hall of Famer, but I don't know if you've noticed, but Dan Issel autographs are all over the place. His autographs are the cheapest of all Hall of Famers autographs. You can get them for like $2. Gosh, really, look at this checklist. I think the highest selling, the one that you can probably do the best on, is honestly probably Bill Laimbeer, because he has a strange following. That's weird. There's no card number 8. There's no card number 2. I wonder why. That's strange. Maybe those are like the hidden ones. There's like no card 33. That is weird. I don't know. Maybe there's like a Michael Jordan hidden in there. No, there's not. So that's, again, this is like, there is nothing in this Penmanship set. But now the one set that does have some good autographs, and this is the one saving grace of it, is not rookies, but this is some good players in the franchise favorite signature set. So if there was a autograph chase that was going to happen in Prizm, it's probably one of these 10 cards. So that's Steph Curry, Shaq, Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler, AI, Julius Erving, Dwayne Wade, Karl Malone, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So that 10 card right there is pretty cool. If I could put together that, I would like that. So that's the one saving grace. But just in general, I feel like this autograph checklist in Prizm this year is so horrible that it's not even worth thinking of it as a chase. It's most likely 90% of the things you're going to find in there are going to be $2 or $3 cards. So anyway, I just wanted to look at this with you just because I think it's a little bit crazy. I did another video recently looking at all the different parallels of Prizm. So there's a lot of those this year, even a continually increasing number of those. So if you haven't seen that video yet, I would suggest checking it out. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.